Right.
Wanna try to
But
do, and then so I already kind of my mind's already awake before I actually am.
my brain's always going. It's never not going. And
I'm saying,
I decided after I had to clean again today, that's 9 straight days I've been cleaning. I'm tired.
what is it? Is it a camp?
No, I clean cabins with my daughter, and we had to do a deep clean in two of them. So that itself took 2 days each cabin. And then I had a cabin that I do by myself. I had to do that. And then a friend asked me to help her today to clean her cabin. And I'm trying to get my house clean. So I spent Friday cleaning my kitchen and then my office, sort of.
Are these cabins? Are they? Are I mean, it sounds like it's like a like a camp,
Via,
summer
no, the
camp.
VRBO, they're Airbnb, or
Oh, okay.
I'll show you. This one's um, this is the big one. I'm at, shoot, hold on. I gotta change the setting in regards to the brightness. Okay, turn it down. All right. Now where did it go? Dang it. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
That's
they're
just the
like,
top floor.
oh, there's a basement thing. Like,
That's the top. And then you go downstairs. The second level is 3 bedrooms, a game room. Um, and then, oops, wrong way. Come on, slide my fingers.
they look like cabin in the woods.
No, it's up in Gatlinburg.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm trying to get it back to the third.
Well, that's where a lot of people. Isn't that like a famous tourist destination?
Yeah, that's the kitchen I hate with a passion. I hate that kitchen. And this is the other side of that room. This is the top floor.
But it seems easier. At least it's like a not carpeted. It seems like it would be easier to
Yeah,
clean.
where's not really. It's 5,000 square feet, five
Are they?
bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. And then I'm trying to get to the bottom floor. Oops, there it is. Hey, no, get back.
That one looks like it's like. Are they like kind of like separated? Like distance between different
Yeah,
ones?
most of the time they are. Sometimes they're right next to each other. And this is the downstairs.
Oh, that's like a movie room.
Yep, it's a theater room. And then there's one bedroom in there that has 4 bunk beds,
That,
queen size bunk beds.
that must be a lot to
Yeah.
rent that house.
Yeah. Um, Peak season, it's 1,100 a night.
Yeah. Well, that's how many people fit in
Yeah.
there though. Like a family of four.
You can sleep if you figure 2, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 people.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, that
And
would
this
distribute it evenly though with the
that's
price.
their other one that I do. And it's 3 stories also.
Oh wow.
This is an older one. So it and then my this is my little one.
Do you clean them like after somebody has you
Yeah.
know
Every
so
checkout.
do they really leave it? Do a lot of people leave it really dirty?
No, not most of the time. I would say in a season, probably two,
Okay.
where they'll leave the trash in the place and or fill up because they have 4 big trash barrels in a um, wrought iron cage because the bears will
Oh,
get into the trash.
I forgot about the bear.
Yes, and we whoops, we
Well, the
just saw
Or
one.
they're like it's like the great outdoors or something like where the bears can come right up to your cabin.
Yeah, they can, yes. You're not supposed to feed them. Let's
Do
see.
you,
I
I
mean,
mean, you need like does the bear spray stuff work on them?
and there's the bear we saw Sunday.
If you use that bear spray, they say, does that really keep them away from you?
Nope.
No.
They're there to get food. You're not supposed to
Huh.
feed them. You're not supposed to throw out anything, but I'll show you.
And you're supposed to hang your food in the well, if you're camping, you hang it in the tree or something.
Yeah, you don't even leave your car doors unlocked
Oh,
because they can open the doors. I'm going to show
I mean,
you last.
they would even if they don't know if there's food in the car, they'll still attempt to look, I would guess.
Yep,
Yeah.
I had one that got on my car, and it's like, are you kidding me?
Do they really
Yeah,
sit on your car like the great outdoors, where they sometimes they just sit
they
up on
got
your
into they got into my small house. Their owners were in, and when I pulled up to I had to talk to them something, and I said, "There's a bear in your truck." So how do you know? I said, "Well, the window's open, the door's open, and there's paw prints all over it."
um
Um, where I'm trying to
are
pull
you
up.
are you like a long distance from Gatlinburg?
45-minute drive
Okay.
because I live right off the interstate in a sense, and it takes about 35 minutes to get to Gatlinburg from the interstate.
And is your daughter like around you?
Um, I am in the woods off the interstate. But there's been a bear on our property.
Oh,
Um, trying to find.
but isn't it? And that's what always scared me about just that because there's no lights or anything, and it gets pitch black out there in the woods, isn't it?
You do not go outside without lights on or take flashlight. Um, we were doing a deep clean last year. Or we were just cleaning the cabin. This is the second one I showed you. And I come out to this on the porch.
Yeah. Oh,
Scared the she's out of me. And I'll show you. Whoops. He climbed all the way up.
is that more like a baby bear though, or is it?
No, it's a full grown bear.
Okay.
He literally climbed himself down.
Hmm.
My daughter has a habit of saying, "Hey, bear, 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 come on, play." Um, but yeah, there's a better picture showing how big he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they get. I had him get into my truck because I forgot to lock it, and I don't know where I put it. It's I take a lot of pictures of up there. I can't help it. It's beautiful up there.
Well, I always hear about a lot of people that visit there, so there must be like a lot of stuff to do.
There is.
And
It's a tourist trap. I mean, putt golf. There's coaster rides. Um, let's see. Now this is my in my backyard.
oh,
My husband hunts in the backyard.
oh,
So, and that's actually what we had for dinner. We had deer steaks for dinner. But yeah, I can't find that one. Is that it? No. Yeah, I have so many. Between that and my quilts on my phone, that's what I have a lot of, and recipes.
is it that your daughter has like a cleaning business or something?
Yeah, the a family owns the two. And when we had the Gatlinburg fire, what, 10 years ago, they rebuilt, and my son-in-law worked for the company that built it, and
Hmm.
his mom did the construction clean, and then she was doing the cleaning when people would check out, her and her daughter, and then her daughter couldn't do it anymore, so my daughter did it, and then her mother-in-law quit doing it, so I started. So I've been doing it with her for 5 years now.
That's a
But
lot, but
this is
yeah, you probably, but
this lake that is not too far down the road from me. So I have a lake too.
that's pretty. But it's, I mean, if you're deep cleaning, I mean, that's kind of like probably like you're getting on your hands and your knees, and you're really, it's a lot.
Yeah. You move all the furniture, you dust all the furniture, you dust the beds, you change up. I mean, we wash the linens through all the time anyways, but we literally strip it down to the mattress pad and wash those. We usually just do that once a year unless somebody makes a mess on them.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, dusting the light bulbs. Yeah, it's a lot
Mhm.
of tedious stuff that we don't do. The baseboards, it didn't take us much time this year because we've been keeping it up throughout the year.
Mhm.
So normally we would spend about 4 days each time at a cabin. But we did them in 2 days each.
Well, I would think more towards this, it gets more busier towards the summer when everybody is out and
Yeah.
travel.
Between January and the middle of March, we try and do our deep clean then before season starts picking up for spring break, and then it's busy the rest of the year until 1st of January.
Yeah, isn't it
Except
like,
this last year was dead. It was very quiet.
is it, well, spring break for, I know when I was in college was around this time, like around the end of March.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not sure for, I guess for, is it for high school? They still get out around Easter to like
Yeah.
around there.
Yeah. Last week, my grandkids were my daughter's kids were out of school last week. And next week, my son's kids are out of school next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, spring break around here. And the traffic, it can take you
God.
6 hours to get to Gatlinburg
Oh my God. Is it
because the
what is
traffic doesn't move.
the weather is warmer there though, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. Today was about 67 degrees today. But we get hot sometimes where the heat index hits 100. But
Hmm.
not, it only lasts for a couple days and then it cools down. But it's beautiful
Yeah.
year round.
Yeah, I'm good at like, yeah, we don't like around here we don't seem to get fall anymore. We kind of like skip from summer right to winter. And I
Yeah.
hate it because fall is like the best time of weather for me. I like when it's like mid 60s and it's cool and
Yeah.
all the neighbors gone.
Spring and fall doesn't exist very long.
No, it doesn't. Not like it, not like it was when I was a kid. Or is it?
Yeah.
It's not just me. It must just be the global warming or
Yeah.
something.
It's everywhere. But I grew up in California. So we moved
Oh,
here 30 years ago. And I love it because it's green all the time. California is only green in February.
I
Unless
always
you live
wanted to.
in Northern California, then it's greener.
I always wanted to live in California. That's because I wanted to be an actress when I was younger. But I, when that didn't work, I still wanted to live there. But it's just then I was like, I'm not. I'm like strong, but I'm not strong enough to live somewhere where I don't know anybody. And it,
Right,
you
right.
know what I.
Yeah,
So I,
when we left California in 95, um, we had a two-bedroom, one bath apartment and we paid $1,100 a month. We
yeah,
moved
it's crazy.
here and got a house for 425 a month.
Yeah, I was looking at like a one bedroom and in because I've never been to San Diego and I wanted to go there, but like to live in a one bedroom, uh, it's like over like $600,000. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't I don't know
It's
how
it's a
people
great
afford
place
it.
to visit, but not a place to live or raise a kid, raise family. No.
No, I don't know how people do it. That's the thing.
That's why we left it.
Yeah.
We had the 94 earthquake in the valley, Northridge earthquake in 94. And that summer, that was in February, and in May we left.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to live towards, well, of course, obviously I said Hollywood, but I probably would have liked, I like Burbank, where it's away
Yeah,
from,
yeah.
uh, Hollywood anyway. Um,
Yeah, but it
but-
still it's when you know it's smoggy
mhm.
because you don't see no sky.
Yeah,
I
I,
used to be able to tell when it was smoggy because instead of the concrete sidewalks being white, they would be yellow.
yeah, that's,
Now it's all the time that way.
I was more worried about like the earthquake thing.
Yeah,
Just,
I don't like them.
yeah,
I do not like them. That 94 one, we couldn't get out of our bed to get to the kids, and the kids got booted out of their bed.
oh God.
Yeah. And it was 6 months after we moved here before they would sleep in a bed.
Yeah,
So it was
that's it.
rough.
There's only ever been one minor earthquake here, and it was, you didn't even know it was an earthquake till later, but it just made you feel really dizzy and stuff. And I'm like, it just feels weird. And then you'd find out later it was like a tiny, tiny earthquake.
Yeah,
So
you hear it first before you feel it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a couple here since we moved here, but it's like,
I, I didn't think they
no.
had any in Tennessee.
Yeah. I mean, just depending on how the plates are, but yeah, you
Huh.
that's how the mountains get developed from earthquakes.
Well, I don't know if you ever watched that Nostradamus thing that came out a long time ago, but they showed how this giant earthquake would split the country, and it scared the hell out of me because it's split Illinois right down the middle, like where
Yeah.
everything turned into the water, and like California fell off, and it was terrifying. I don't know, it
I know
terrified me.
it scared me too, and it's like, yeah. I mean, because it can it, I mean, there is a lot of the California coast is gone.
Yeah,
Just when I was back there 2 years ago, or was it last year? Um, I went to Oxnard, and what used to be a Long Beach. Nope, it's
I have
not
a
very far from the it's sinking into the water.
I have a friend that lives in Long Beach. I think she's lived there a long, since like 25 years at least.
Ugh, I don't know why anyone wants to move there, but there's a lot of people. I mean, it's like my best friend, she's moving this way. I've only been hounding her for 30 years, but
But when I went
yeah,
out there, I went out on vacation there like 2002. When I was out there, I visited some friends that lived out there because I had quite a few that did live out there. I still do.
yeah,
But
I met a TikTok follower um the year before in Florida, and then went and saw her in California. And the other person I went there with went cuckoo. So
oh,
I went and stayed with my best friend. It's like,
what do you mean?
all right, Shay, come get me because I can't stay here around this girl.
What happened to her?
Um, when we stayed with our friend Krista,
Hmm.
and the arrangement is we were going to help her organize her house because she had a hard time getting things organized, cleaned up right. She's suffering from depression. So we were going to, for our stay there, we were going to help her clean.
Mm.
Well, she has two boys that, well, technically three boys. Um, and we bought food, and it was supposed to be as a group, but I bought as a group and she bought stuff for herself. Well, her boys got into the food, her coffee mix,
Oh.
and she got mad as hell. They're not supposed to be touching my stuff. So she's put sticky notes on everything she bought. And I told her, I said, this is childish. And she went off on me and I said, well, if you're going to behave like this, I don't have to stay here. I've got a place where I can go. She goes, oh, that's not fair. You can. So we made up in a sense. I already said that may leave. And the next day, after we went to do a full moon on the ocean, um, we kind of made up. But the next morning, I was living out of my suitcase. So I'm organizing my suitcase. She asked me, and she was cooking breakfast. And she
Hmm.
goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm just organizing my suitcase. And she goes, so you're leaving? I said, I didn't say that I was leaving. I'm just organizing. No, you said you were going to. She went ballistic. She started throwing the food off the
Oh.
stove. She threw a tantrum, screaming at the top of her lungs. This is like 8 o'clock in the morning, and she's waking up the boys. I don't care if I'm waking up. Okay. She's 60 years old, and she was acting like a 2 year old. And then she goes, I was told by Kim that you were going to do this and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, what did I do? All I did is confront you for your behavior, and you don't have to act like that. So
No.
I met her the year before with Krista when we went to Florida, and she had issues with another girl there. And I was
Okay.
trying to keep the peace with everybody. It's like, okay, coddling her, coddling the situation. And it didn't go well then either. So I
Oh.
coddled her for a good year, and she was in my life uh, for a while. And yeah, so it's like, oh. And every once in a while, she'll come in my life, and I say hello to her, and then she pops right out.
Yeah,
So,
I yesterday I deleted the rest of the people that I knew from Debbie or Steven's group just because
yeah,
I'm like,
I deleted quite a few of them myself.
well, I'm just like, if I don't, like I said, I don't know at this point if they're still with her, but it's like it doesn't matter because if they really still cared about me, they would have reached out to me if they heard something about me. And the fact that
Yeah,
they didn't kind of is like, but there's this one girl named April who was in there a long time ago with Debbie and Araceli, and um, I, she knew who she always knew who I was, and I think it's I think it's still her on there, but she took me off as a friend, so apparently she's gonna believe in whatever Debbie told her.
from what I understand, Araceli has done some changing.
Well, she stopped talking to Araceli. Like I said, she stops being friends with people for stupid reasons.
Yeah, because I
Araceli,
remember when they split up, that was a long time ago.
that was stupid because she was claiming that Araceli would come in there to steal her clients. And I'm like, you guys have the same dang client. They have the same people go in your room and her room. You don't have separate clients. What kind of, that's the whole reason they stopped talking.
That is crazy because I mean, I have
And
people
that's,
that come in my life that go in other people's. I don't care.
well, that's why I think that's really why she didn't believe. Araceli went about the Tina thing because that happened right after, and even though Araceli had the proof and I had the proof, and I sent her the text messages, she didn't believe it because of that whole fight she had already had with Araceli, and she maybe created this whole story to try to think she was better, like that maybe that she talked to Tina longer than Araceli did. When we all know it wasn't true. Araceli was kind of like the last one to talk to her, and I just don't get Debbie anymore. or
It's called immaturity. Um, Thinking that you're, it's all ego.
well, the thing
She
is,
strokes her ego.
I tried to warn people about not Debbie, but the Mary, because I have all her text messages. Like I said, I send, so I still have some of them. I've deleted a lot, but I've saved some that I'm questionable whether or not it could be true about him. And then I have her whole box of, she sent me that whole box of gummy stuff. When I have her letter where it says, take these and whatever you're gonna get, it's gonna help you connect to Marvin and all this weird stuff. And my friend Lori, because I was just gonna toss the gummies because I only took one and it did nothing. And
Yeah.
she wants me to send them to her, but I don't, I've never taken them in my life, so I don't. And it didn't do anything for me. A Valium is stronger than that, honestly. But the thing is, when she would take these things, the lady would say felt like she was on a spaceship. So I'm like, I don't get that feeling. I don't know what kind of. And she was taking the same stuff apparently, but she would kept saying she would be on a spaceship with Marvin, and like I said, that's how I think it's because of jealousy. Because she kept saying she was trying to steal him from me, which is the most. It's not like he's a man alive here where you could steal him. He's a
Right.
spirit. He, it's
No,
just
I
so.
know I can see what she was saying in regards to who's going to steal him
Hmm.
um spiritually. So
Because
yeah,
no,
I
that
can
she said no, because she said she acted like he was still here and could because she from all the readings I had with Debbie and just thinking she's channeling him, she realized he's an amazing guy and she never had an amazing guy. She always had bad ones and she wanted him because she said he really is the most amazing guy. But the thing is, she never was channeling him according to you, so I don't know if she was just able to pick up on, because some things did resonate. So she could be maybe picking up on things.
yeah. Yeah, she was getting information sort of like a regular mediumship,
Yeah,
but not channeling, no.
because some things did. Like I said, that's why I didn't delete everything. Because some things I think that might be true, and there's I know there's no point in me saving it anyway. Because when I'm gone, like nobody's gonna read that stuff. But it's just the fact that I don't. The fact that I think some of it might be, but I don't know, and I'm just kind of like I'm just holding on to
Yeah,
whatever
I
I
was watching
can
the
about.
video of with me with SJ, and it's like, oh my gosh, that was a couple years ago, and it's like,
Well, what I've been doing is I've been going. I had all these videos from, like I posted a bunch of videos from Disney that I recorded of streamers I used to watch 3 years ago, and I just figured I might as well just post the stuff because just because it's fun stuff, but then also if it might help them get more viewership or
no,
people to come to their lives.
well, I appreciate it. It's like, wow. I can
Well, I
tell I
mean,
put on weight since that, and it's like, God, I want to lose it.
no, no, no. But does SJ still talk to Araceli? Because I know for a
Oh
while they
no,
were.
they had it out very recently.
Oh no, because I know they fought and then they got back together and then I didn't know what happened after.
I don't know the story, but all I know is Araceli did SJ wrong.
No shit. Because I
Yeah.
mean they I mean, I was there when they were fighting, and it took them a while to get back together as friends. And then I was there when they did make up again, but I didn't. Like I said, I haven't gone in anybody's live in like maybe a year. I go in
Yeah,
there just to post stuff randomly, but I can't sit. I don't, I can't go in anybody's live anymore. It just feels very, like I just don't trust people enough, and then
right.
I just don't want to deal with I just don't want to deal with people. That's the thing.
Well, SJ was dealing with her mom because her mom had a stroke a year ago.
Yeah, I
So
know.
she's been, yeah, she's
I
been taking care of her, but SJ was recently diagnosed as diabetic and she's lost a lot of weight.
Oh, and see, the thing is, Araceli would she has diabetes because that's the whole thing that her and Tina were talking about is that's how Tina passes from a diabetic coma. And like I said, Debbie wants everyone to think she passed from a an overdose, either a purposeful or accidental, because of the drug, the medicine she was taking for her back. But it was diabetes because she channeled her before I even told her who I wanted to channel. And then I was talking to her by myself, I thought. And I have the text message from her foster mother saying diabetic coma, so
Yeah,
it, it was, I don't know why Debbie created this entire scenario where the police came and they were questioning her because she talks to the police. And Araceli's
because
like, if
she's
that were
boosting
true,
herself up.
well, it's like if that were true, they would have contacted Araceli and anyone else that was talking to Tina at the time. They wouldn't have just contacted Debbie. That's
Right.
all, you know,
Yeah.
it, and like I said, we have the text messages. I have that same phone number because Tina at one point wanted to live here with me. Um, and then she wanted to live with this other girl, our other friend Ginger, because she didn't have a place to go. So we all knew that's why it's so ridiculous. And like I said, I
Yeah.
sent her the text messages and she does not she must think they're doctored or something, but they're from the number that they're from Tina's number.
Yeah. You can't mess, no, you can't mess with that. There's no way to do it yeah, there's no way
And,
for you to edit someone else's stuff.
and Araceli said that Tina had just gotten diagnosed with diabetes and she was trying to tell her how to help it, I guess. And Tina wasn't really listening to a lot of the things, and that may have ended up being why she ended up in the coma. But Araceli, that's sad because Araceli would know like what to do
Right.
more for the diabetes. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I just hate that because you see two people together that are clearly they have something like a friendship, and then it just I don't like to hear about them not
Yeah.
being friends.
It shocked me because um the day it happened, um she come into my live and she had made a comment about somebody being in the room or whatever. And it's like, so I put two and two together and figured it out. It's like, okay. But
Well,
I've not talked to her to get the information.
that might be the
Just
post that because she just posted something, and I don't know if it was about her or not, but I commented about what happened with me and Debbie because it was like a some sort of betrayal, something that was happening to her.
yeah,
Um,
that's about Araceli.
and she
Yeah.
knows I guess she knows that we talk because she's like, I'm glad you're talking with April because like she's the only one I really trust on here anymore. So
Yeah. Well, I would want someone to be there for me. So that's why I'm here for others. That's what I'm supposed to do.
well, I mean,
I
like I
just
said,
go
you're
with
the
the
old,
flow.
I don't talk to anybody else because it's the fact that I don't I have other mediums that I like. There's this girl named Lindsay that I really do think is she's really good and she's decent and everything, and I know she wants to give me a reading because doesn't get as much traffic as a lot of other mediums. She's like low key, but she's like almost 100% accurate every time you talk to her, and she's a very sweet person. So I trust her, I would guess, but other than her, I can't really say about anybody else. It's sad.
Well, but
I
it's the
mean,
truth. I mean, I go and watch other mediums, and when they see Psychic Seer April, they start wanting to block me, and it's like, um,
why?
I
What to the what is what
because they think I'm in there to steal their clients,
that,
or
that's what
I
I
just
don't
want
get.
to learn other readers, and it's a community. I look at it as a community because
It should. Well, see, the thing about thing about Lindsay is because I had at the time invited other mediums to go and watch and stuff. Her moderators do block all mediums coming in there, not to steal, not the fact that they would steal clients so much, but just I don't know. She
is,
just doesn't want other mediums around
is it
her.
Lindsay, Lindzie?
Lynzee. I posted
Okay.
one of her readings online, and then I had one that the first one I ever had was her. It was on a phone call in her car, and for some reason it did not record, and it makes me mad because it was a beautiful, beautiful that reading. So I think I only have one that I have from one of her lives. Um, because I have a couple like that. I had one where, like, the first time I like the mediums that where you feel like they're really talking to them, and then you're kind of in the conversation, like you're all in the same room thing. And
Uh-huh.
my friend Lori did that one time, but I recorded it, and all you can hear is her talking. You can't hear my responses, and I put it on there. But I mean, you really can't hear
Right. Oops.
anything. But there's a couple that have been like that where my responses don't come out. It's just blank.
Yeah. I was just saying, and there's several different Lindsays, so I don't.
Oh, I'll send you the her thing. But she's like I said, if she knows you, or if, I don't know if they still do that. It just when I was in there like a year ago, her moderators would not allow anybody that
You said it's
was a medium.
Lynzee?
Hmm. Yeah.
Does she?
I think her underscore thing is light underscore love, light love, LUV love. Um, but she is dead on accurate. You don't find many on here that are like that. Like she said I had just sat here and my said something to my cat, and like she she picked it up, like, because I guess my mom may have been here listening to me saying that to my cat. But like she picked up on the exact wording. She's like, who's the because I was telling him he wasn't a Halloween cat because he's a black cat and he was scared of the Halloween decorations, and I just called him like a love bug or something. And she's like, who's the love bug? And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, I can't find, but
Yeah, I'll send her.
some people have blocked me and I never knew it. Um,
But that's I guess that's a thing with me because I mean if that's the way Debbie felt, maybe they do think you're gonna. I don't know why they would think you're stealing clients though.
I mean, yeah, I don't do that. It's up to the person who they feel comfortable with. If they're comfortable with me, or if they're comfortable with, that's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. I
Yeah, I mean
just,
there's some
do
on
what
there
I
that
can.
there's some on there that I used to just watch, and I'm just like I don't feel comfortable with even talking to the person, so I'm just like no. Um,
Yeah.
Like there's a couple I've had readings from that I wouldn't get one again. Like I had one with that Bucky guy, and he he goes all over the place. He never really gets anything. Like he's like mainly going through an ancestral tree line trying to figure out what's going on, and he never actually connects to the person. So it's like a weird, he does it weirdly.
If
Uh,
well, if you're a night person, do you ever go on and see the sassy s- soul whisperer?
uh,
That's her new
see,
name.
I haven't, like I said, I haven't really gone on TikTok. I only go on there maybe to like post once in a while, but I don't stay on there. So no, probably not. I don't.
She's very religious. She does her readings based on religion.
Um,
Um, she is, if you were to ever get wanting a tarot reader or reader or whatever, I would recommend her.
mhm.
Um, she's a lot like me, authentic, and what her purpose is you, not
Yeah,
so.
I've become afraid of just because of all the crap that's happened. I've become afraid of a lot of like tarot cards and pendulums, and I'm become afraid of being around that stuff or people that do.
That's why I said if you were to ever want one,
Hmm.
that's who I would suggest,
Yeah,
because your personality and what you've been through, yes. Um, uh, Spirit's yelling at me right now. Said, stop referring other people for tarot because Spirit wants me to start doing intuitive tarot.
well, like I said, the pendulum scared the hell out of me because when I started using it, it seemed like I was talking to them, and I still don't know if I was, but it's just the fact that the thing started manipulating it and it
Yeah,
wouldn't let me talk to them. And so I threw the damn thing out. I'm just like, no, I don't even want to look at it. Or I threw
yeah.
half the crap out. I can't because the thing is so intelligent that it was able to manipulate. I didn't know, like it got to a point, still at a point where I don't specifically know if the things that are happening that Marvin claimed he does. I'm so untrusting that I don't even know if somehow you were manipulated and he it was telling you that it was going to do this, and maybe this has not been Marvin that told my hand every day. I don't like, like that's how twisted and messed up and manipulated this thing did to me and
The
lied.
difference, I see them.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one thing that when I said that is because I saw him do it.
Well, he does it
Um,
every day still.
yeah. So, um,
He's doing it right now, actually. But and there, but I want to know who there's another person that holds my other hand, and like I said, the only three people I ever talk to are my mom and him and my grandmother, and I'm assuming that my grandmother's the one holding my other hand
yeah, because I was just gonna say it's your grandmother.
because
Um,
my mother, I know she messes with my hair because in fact she was trying to wake me up because I guess she knew that this was going to happen before I did, and I kept feeling someone messing with my hair like a half hour before I woke up.
yeah. Well, I was waking you up, say, come on. But with your grandmother, um, I just lost what she was saying. Hold on.
I knew that was her because I thought for a while maybe he was holding both of my hands, but no, he just holds my right hand. That's why I thought I was going to be going yesterday because I haven't felt her or my mom around in a long time, and I'm like, they're back. and I thought maybe they know something that I don't. Because their presence has been a lot stronger lately, all three of them.
They're just giving you reassurance to believe in yourself and what you feel and what you see.
Yeah.
Um, when your grandmother has a hold of your hand, she's showing me like she squeezes it tight to grab your attention. Have you noticed anything like that?
To me, it feels the same way as Marvin does, where it just gets really, really, really numbingly cold.
Okay. She wants you to pay attention to the grip, okay? Because she's showing me a tighter grip when she's trying to grab your attention. There's a lot of times where she just gives you the attention that just to let you know that she's there by softly. I don't know if she's done it yet, but she's talking about doing it.
Well,
So,
my hands feel my fingers and part of my hand feels tighter. I don't know if that's maybe what it's supposed to
yeah,
feel like.
it's like it's instead of holding your hand loosely like this, it's like crunching them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
that's
also
what she's showing me.
all the ringing in my ear. I don't know if that's them or if it's just something else because I hear a lot of ringing in my left ear more than the right. I know Marvin said he whispers in my right ear, so I would just guess that was him. But the left ear I would think is my mother, but I because
No,
it's a lock.
it's your spirit guides.
Oh,
Your main spirit guide is telling you to trust. Um, Not saying anything specific, but what is when you hear the ringing, what is going through your head at that time? Don't second guess it, trust it. So pay attention to that. Um, because that's one thing it's hard for me to explain, but I see it them as they're explaining it and I'm getting it in my head, I'm seeing what they're saying. And
okay.
that's how come I saw it with your grandmother. It's a tighter grip. So that's why I said when I do see it happening with Marvin laying beside you. Yes.
Yeah, he either holds my hand. It's the only thing I know he does is hold my hand, or he lays right behind me where I can feel him putting his arms
Yes.
around me, where I feel goosebumps throughout my whole body, kind of. I don't know
He
about the
does that when
whispering
you're
thing.
most needed.
Yeah, the whispering thing, I don't know why he would. He knows I can't hear him. I don't know why he would. I don't know.
Okay. Because he's waiting for the moment when you can hear him,
Oh, but
because you have to surrender to it.
would it come across
Surrender
like?
to him, to surrender to his speech, surrender to his whispers. Put it that way in regards to when you do the surrendering. Put a um, object or the reason why you're surrendering for whatever purpose.
Is
Okay.
it would it come across as ringing though, and as if he's
Yeah, because it's letting you know that um the ringing in your ears letting you know that there's someone that is trying to deliver you a message, and it's also your grandmother, your spirit guide, your mother. They're all trying to grab your attention at that moment. So keep a journal of when it happens and what you were doing or what you were thinking about at that moment.
it's funny because I've never. That's the one thing is I've never asked. who was the one holding my left hand or my hair thing, but I just assumed who it was, and so and I for a while I thought maybe I'm assigning these things to people I think it is, and that's
Is
not a
it
good
this
thing.
part of your hair? Like,
It feels like all yeah, it feels there, but sometimes it's all over my hair, and then like my whole head feels like goosebumps,
okay.
um, like she's hugging my head or something. But
Yeah.
yeah, a lot.
But
It is definitely
just to
my hair.
get your attention, it's like all of a sudden there's a whisper. It's like
Yeah.
your hair moves, but nothing's making it move, no wind or nothing. Because
No,
that's
I
what
know.
she's showing me.
I always figured it. Like I said, I never asked if it was her ever, and I just thought it was because I used to. I just remember I used to tug on her hair in car rides, and I just assumed that's how she would be teasing me doing that or something.
Yes. So you remember something that is actually happening. So you used your intuition to define it. You answered your own question without realizing that you were hearing them at the same
Yeah,
time.
but it took me for, like I said, a while. I thought Marvin is just like grabbing both my hands, and then I'm like, after a while, I thought, no, there's somebody else. I knew it had to be someone else besides him.
Yeah, well, for one, there's a different type of heat or cold. It's not the same. There's enough differential to tell that, and same with the grip.
Yeah, there
So
is. It is a
if you write it down, you're gonna make yourself a beautiful journal. Start
yeah.
writing the instances down.
He doesn't. He just softly holds my hand, so it's a difference in the left.
Hmm.
Um, but I just wonder if that's all my mom does is with my hair because at some point last year I felt like somebody was kissing me on the cheek, but I don't know if that was that thing or not because it was like a not cold so much.
Do you
Um,
recall most of them have feeling that when you're sleeping, like it's a dream?
no, that was when I was awake, like just laying here.
But I'm just wondering the early stages because she's showing me it's like she enters your subconscious while you're sleeping and like bringing back a memory of it through your subconscious of doing it.
Well, I used to kiss her on the head all the time, on her forehead.
Yeah, she's showing me that it's like um she's saying I invade your privacy when you're sleeping. I but not really.
I
Um
don't care what she does, really. I
no,
don't.
but that's what she said. It's like I'm invading you while you're sleeping because your subconscious is always active and I want you to know it.
Well, it was yesterday. It felt like cold air on my face, like blowing on my face, and I just remember, like,
You
I've
know what
not.
this is coming down to?
Well, the thing
Your
is,
conversation with mom.
no, no, but it's like I said, New Year's. Like I said, I know it's not a good thing. I know I've learned that it's not a good thing to, if I'm feeling him holding my hand, not to say you can kiss me,
Yes.
whatever. But I did ask him. I said you could kiss me. It was New Year's Eve, and I felt this cold wind at my face, where I can kind of feel like somebody was kissing me, but I don't know. I don't know if it was him. I just I've always been told that coldness means good, but I know that can't. It's not always true because this thing lately sometimes is cold and hot. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah. I'm trying to feel into that. It was like a breeze of coldness at the same time that you've kind of felt pressure on your cheek.
Well, it felt like he was kissing my lip or whatever it was, kissing my lip.
But it's like he started at the cheek. Would it make sense that he be embarrassed about kissing? Because
Well,
that's what he's making me feel is if it's
like
like,
I said, the last time I talked to him, he said he thought it would be too intrusive to even lay next to me. So I could see him not wanting to do that just because he knows I can't physically see him.
yeah.
Like he wants to wait till I can see him, I guess. I could see him
Well,
saying that, like being, because he's very respectful. Like if
yeah.
there's certain things, even if I asked him to do, which I know I should not, he wouldn't do them, I don't think anyway, just because I don't think he feels it's right unless we're together and I can see him and hear him where, just doing it
Yeah,
where I
because
can't.
it's not going to be like what we're doing physical talking like this. It's going to be from the heart. It's a heart conversation.
Yes, and he just seems like somebody that I could ask him a million things and he wouldn't. He would just not feel like it's respectful enough until we're actually together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not because it could be anything that because I just feeling things. It could be anything. You know what I mean? And he probably knows that. But the thing is, what I got
That's
mad
why he's
about.
trying to make it specific. And when we talk about it, it being detailed of what he's showing me, so that way you know that that was him and not anything else.
Well, the thing is,
He,
I got mad because the last two times I talked to him, he claimed I was manifesting whatever was happening to me because he can't see anything bad from where he is. So what else is he supposed to think but that he thought I was manifesting it so bad because he knows we weren't together in real life that I'm holding on to the fact that we couldn't be together and that's what's keeping me from getting to him to heaven. And that's the way he made it sound the last two times and it really upset me that he would. I realize you can't see if he. I didn't know. I didn't realize he couldn't see it. But the fact that he would think that in general,
I don't think
it,
he thinks it's not a thinking, it's actually a feeling because it's like um it's an emotion. It's not actually seeing something. It's an emotion of an emotion of motions is what he's saying, which makes I don't know if that makes sense.
well, it just made me feel crazy because I'm like, if my family can't see this, the whole bad thing that's been happening, and they just see me down here, looking like I'm being aroused and things, and thinking that I'm manifesting it all from my head, it makes me feel like a nutcase. You know what I mean? It like they don't
Yeah.
believe me. And they know I don't lie. All three of them have known me long
I
enough.
have a hair on my arms.
Well,
It's sticking up.
the thing is,
I
I couldn't lie to. I can't. I don't. All of the stuff that's been happening, whether or not they could see it, it has been true. And I just don't like the idea if they think I'm like if I have just gone like had a psychotic breakup there, like everyone else down here thinks.
I
You know
don't
it.
think you've had a psychotic break.
Well, no, but you know what I'm saying. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people, if they can't see something or feel it, they just
Right.
jump to the conclusion that you're nuts.
Yeah.
And I don't want them to think that. And if I thought they could see it. I thought they could see anything. I didn't think they couldn't
I didn't
see
think they
something
couldn't.
bad.
I thought they could see everything because they're able. That doesn't
That's
make
what I
sense.
thought. I would. So it's just that's why it makes me feel bad because he made it sound like I'm so stuck on the fact that because I keep, I do talk about these women he was with, but it's not out of jealousy that I wasn't one of them. It's out of, like I said, it's like he wasn't listening to me because it's like the what I really always wanted from him was just the love. That's why I tried to hug him so many times because I wanted to feel his love. I didn't care about the sex stuff. I would have laid there with him. I just wanted to feel his arms around me, and that's what I keep trying to tell him. But the thing is, I don't know if he's getting it, or I know, like I said, I that's why I keep asking him what it feels like to hug someone up there. I know you don't feel arms, but like I just wanted to know if you could feel the sensation of hugging someone. You know what I mean?
I'm going to read you these three cards that came out. First one says, I accept that things I cannot control are out of my control. I have no way of knowing what I do not know, and I will not assume I know what you want.
Okay. But it's just, I just would think he
That's
would remember.
weird ass.
Well, I think he would remember from life that I've tried constantly to hug him and he would never put his arms around me. And I figured, well, if I can't hear him say I love you, I would know it by feeling his arms around
Yeah,
me.
that
And
makes that makes actual
mm,
sense though.
I couldn't get him to do either thing. And then like I said, and I did try to touch his back one time, he flinched. And I'm like, as soon as he did that, I knew that somebody had hurt him. I knew it was a girl. I didn't have any clue what happened. I just knew that somebody had hurt him. And now I'm kind
Yeah.
of like lately I've been trying to think this girl might have physically hurt him because otherwise more would happen to him would more be an emotional, mental thing. But maybe she physically hurt him too, and that's what really makes me upset about it.
But
Just in
you
the fact,
shouldn't be upset about it for the mere fact is it's no longer happening. It's
well, no, but
over, it's done.
it's just the fact that he sounds like he's had just all the women he's ever been with have all abused him in some way that he's never felt real love,
But
and that makes me
that
upset.
true, but that was a lesson on earth, but he doesn't have to worry about that anymore.
No, but it bothers me just because I know he's like me where he gives his whole heart to something,
Right.
and I do the same thing, and I just I'm not, it's not jealousy, it's just the part that all of these women he gave all of his affection to rejected him, and I wouldn't have,
And
it,
you're going through that with people that you know.
yeah. But I mean, that's,
So it's not jealousy, it's comparison, and for you to understand that for yourself that yes, these people were put into your life and they've done nothing but do you wrong. And it's like, forgive yourself for allowing that to happen, but no, it's not going to happen anymore because you've grown from it. And I
well,
think
and I
that's the
keep,
lesson right now.
like I said, I keep sitting here getting mad about the fact that I can't find his letters and stuff because I kind of wanted them to go with me, but it's like, why? Because I'm gonna actually be with him. So what the hell? What is the letters even matter? Like,
But the
I
letters,
can't.
yeah, the letters is something that you would read now, but you wouldn't be taking them with you because you're not going to anything that it is your soul that's going to leave. Your
Yeah,
body stays here.
that's what I'm saying is what, like, but that also just why am I upset about it? Because I'm gonna have the man I've wanted for 27 damn years.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's also what's going to matter is the soul meeting the other soul.
Yeah.
So remember that it's not you. it's your soul that's going to be meeting with him.
Yeah, it's just the fact. It just upset. Like I said, I get upset because
I get
it,
it. I get it.
no, just of little things that he may have said to me, like during these things, because
Hmm.
it just make what the word manifesting and just
Yeah.
the fact that he thinks I'm so hung up on the fact that he didn't have physical whatever. That was like the least of my I that was not a priority at all with him.
No, no,
If
and
he could,
he knows that. He just doesn't want you to
I don't feel like I
worry
missed.
yourself anymore about it.
Well, the thing is, I don't feel like I missed. I mean, I knew, like I said, when I was 14, I told myself I don't want love because of what happened to me. I
Hmm.
didn't feel I'd ever be comfortable being with a man that way because of the abuse. And then I
Right.
met him and I felt comfortable that way. But the same thing is the only thing I ever wanted from him, like on our first date, like it was like 3 years after I knew him, I would have gone home with him. But the thing is, he probably thought I'd go home with him and want sex. And the thing is, I would be perfectly fine just laying there with him and holding him because I at that point I knew somebody hurt him just by the flinching he
Yeah.
would do. And I just
Yeah.
I knew he needed someone to hold him. But he would never think that. I think he would probably think most girls would just want the physical whatever. They wouldn't want to just go home with him just to lay with him. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yeah. I'm sure it went through his head. But I don't know. I just lost complete what I was going to say.
it was just like that's
God, I
why I
hate that when that
desperately
happens.
it's like I desperately tried to hug him a million times because I knew he needed someone. Like if he actually put his arms around me, like and not left him at his side, I'd never let him go. And
Would
it
it
just
make
like
sense that he was afraid that you would have felt more love and he didn't want you to feel that because he didn't feel he was worthy of it? Would that make sense?
yeah, because like I said, because it's to
Okay.
me what I think I know about his life is that he never had a girl that they all rejected him, I think. And so he got to a point where I think he stopped dating because he didn't think he could ever find anyone that would reciprocate the love he wanted.
Also, the age difference. You didn't want to ruin your life dating somebody that's much older.
Well, I get that too. But the last time he said he didn't care about the age difference, but I think it was more his parents and his sister kept pushing that in his head. But I don't think he cared about it that much. Eh,
Yeah, I was also worried about what other people thought.
Well, yeah, of course. Like I said, when we went out, if I worried about it, I would never have asked him out. But I went out with him, and I was ready for people to say, "Oh, is this your dad?" You know, stupid crap. But
Right.
I went out with I didn't care. I went out with him. I wasn't afraid to be out with him. Um,
Mhm.
and he wasn't afraid either. Otherwise, he would have said no.
Would
But
you understand and I don't know if it's referring to the character, Goofy, but
yes, that's my mother because she when we were in Disney World, I have a picture of her in front of Goofy's house,
okay,
and
because I'm just staring at my keyboard and everything went blurry except for the
yeah.
it lined up and it said Goofy.
Well, the weird thing about it is we took that picture because we both had a very goofy personality. And then, like, one of the only characters I've ever met at Disney was Goofy, but that was at Disneyland. And it was just such an like a ironic thing that I would meet Goofy. But we've always, like I said, we've that's our personality, Goofy.
Okay.
And I was just looking at those pictures recently. I posted them, the one with her at Goofy's house and the one with me with Goofy. But we have that personality,
Okay.
and that's why we get along so well. But the thing is, my parents had a very goofy, playful relationship. That's why it worked for a long time.
Yeah.
And Marvin and I have the same exact relationship. That's why I know it
Okay.
would work out. I knew it would work out anyway, but we have the same personality that my parents did, like the
Okay.
same playfulness.
That's good. Okay. Because it's like, yeah, I went, it's like I went cross-eyed and saw the word goofy, and it's like, okay.
Yeah,
I just said,
I don't know. I'd like to talk to my. I don't know what she has to say, but I, I don't know. I haven't talked to her. I usually, you know,
so you ready to talk with her?
uh,
You have to tell me if you are or not.
well, yeah. I mean, I know she is because, like I said, she tried to wake me up way before, and she knew this was supposed to happen, like before I did.
Okay. All right. Let me get into my space. No, I don't know why, but they always want me to take my glasses off lately.
But it's like as soon as they start talking to you, they're all of them are around me right now. Like,
Yes, they are. What is your mom's name?
Linda.
I should have just said it because that's what I got. All right, shut up, April. Just do your job. I'm talking to her directly. Hello.
Hi, Mom.
I just want to start off and say Bucky Beaver. I don't know why I'm saying it, but I need to say Bucky Beaver.
Well, because that's what we used to joke about all the time.
Okay. You are in good hands.
Does that mean with everybody? Or
Trust yourself and trust your intuition on who you're around.
okay.
You're doing a good job. Just have faith in yourself. Sometimes I just want to come right up behind you and kick you right in the butt. It's almost like
Why?
a goose.
I'm overthinking too much.
Yeah, you always have.
Yeah,
Stop
you did.
analyzing yourself.
Well, you did the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm telling you to stop doing it. Just go with the flow. Just be you.
It's you. Well, you know, you know it's hard. It was hard for
I
you to
know.
do.
You just have to have faith in yourself. And you're also afraid of yourself.
I'm afraid of a lot of things. Yeah.
You put up that barrier and you stick to it. Grams and me are right here and will always be right here at your beck and call.
Okay.
Doesn't matter if I'm over on the other side or not. I will get every guardian angel, whatever, and do what we have to do.
Can you get rid of this thing that's around me?
Grams and I will work on that.
Okay. Did you know what that thing was around me last year?
Yeah, but it was stuck and we couldn't do nothing. But there's nothing stuck now. And
You were able to see it?
Noah felt it.
Okay. So at no point did you and any of you think I was psychotic.
No. People
Okay.
can use those stupid words.
Well, it's just because Marvin would tell me I'm manifesting it, and it just
But
didn't. That
sometimes the way it's put out there, you don't realize one word can change an outcome. And you don't realize what that one word is.
so he didn't really mean it the way it.
Correct.
So you, all three of you knew that it was happening to me.
Dad, we couldn't do anything. But we've got our powers, our walls, our border patrol is what I'll call it.
Did you know it was like raping me though?
I did not know that.
Okay. Yeah, it was.
Well, it's gone.
So this is a
And
different.
believe in it that it is gone.
So whatever this thing is a different thing.
It is, I want to say like a leech, but that cannot attach.
Okay.
It's just
So
like mimics some things that it's
yeah.
seen.
Mhm. So
And
the thing that was around last year that was from like April, and then like I said, it did get taken away for a month and came back. That was the same thing, you think? The same thing that came back.
yeah, it didn't get all the tethers loose.
And do you think that it declined my heart faster than it was supposed to?
I think the fear also did it to you.
Yeah. That was the most traumatizing thing I ever went through. I
Yes.
I know you couldn't see it, but you probably could feel how traumatizing it was.
Yeah. And it's so hard to communicate from here to there.
I'm glad in a way that you couldn't see it because you would probably feel even more helpless to watch your daughter being raped, you know it.
Yes. I don't wish that on anyone to ever experience.
And it's worse because it was not something I could fight off because I couldn't see it. It's
Right.
not like men in my life that have done things like that that I could fight off. This was something I could not fight off. And
We know that. That's why you got help.
I hope you don't think it was going to be bad if I took my life to get away from it because it was 24/7
It's
rape.
understandable and it wouldn't affect where you placed.
So I wouldn't be put somewhere
No.
away from you guys.
Just because you do an act doesn't necessarily mean that you are doing self harm because you want self harm. There's self
No, that,
harm into getting away.
yes, that it was totally different.
Yes.
It was different than when I was 20 and I wanted to end my life because of what had happened with Dennis.
God knows the real reason. That's all that matters.
And I don't blame you. I know the same thing happened to you with Jim. So I'm trying not to blame you for your reactions to to me saying something.
That's understandable. But what was is was, and what is now is now.
And I hope you're not mad that I came
I'll
forward
never be mad at my child.
because I just didn't want, like I said, I know I don't have a daughter to carry this on to, but it's just, for my own self, I had to say, and like I said, not everyone knows who did these things, but as many people as I could, know about it. And I don't really regret that because they should
No,
know.
yes, that's why people have a voice
But
because it's a way of healing.
I hope you're not mad that I said something
No,
about your,
you
because,
had to heal, and
well,
however you heal is how you heal.
for me, but I mean, I took it upon myself to tell people that your brother did that to you too. And I think it kind of probably messed things up your, with Patrick and Shannon, but I could not, I felt like I maybe was helping you heal some way, even though I know you're already healed. But I just couldn't.
It's not my healing that needs to be, it's theirs. And it's all
But
them. I
I believe you, though. I mean, you would not lie about your
no,
brother, do you? And I don't.
not an inch of my bones would I lie.
And he knows he did that, even though he's 88 now. He remembers. I know he does. He just doesn't want anyone to think of him that way. That's all.
It's part of him that has been blocked. Self
Yeah.
self did because acknowledging it wouldn't do any good.
And he's the
So
only.
block
Yeah,
it and leave it alone.
but he's the only brother, or the only brother that hurt you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um, what do you think about Marvin? I'm curious what you think about him.
He helps protect you.
I know he does. I protect him
That's
too.
th- that's all I can ask is if you care for someone living or past, you speak through your heart, and he does.
He has the same heart I do. That's probably why we're, I think,
You beat unisonly.
I think he's my soulmate. Do you have any idea that he is?
There was a previous life that you both had, long, long time ago. Hmm.
But you don't think we were in this life?
Your soulmates are soulmates throughout more than once.
Because
That's why you're soulmates. If you were not soulmates, you wouldn't have had a previous life together.
well, I knew the minute I met him, he was my soulmate, and I know people thought I was nuts because of his age difference, but I knew it.
When you know, you know. That's all that matters.
I knew it. But you like him, right? He's a very, he would be someone you'd pick for my husband.
It makes you happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
That's all that matters then.
I'm
It's your
so,
life. You fulfill it, not anyone else.
I'm
You
so
can have us
humbled.
proud of you,
Yeah,
but that's all you
I just,
need.
I kind of just wanted to know that you, I said it wouldn't matter to me whether or not you approved or not. It's just, you spent
You'd
enough
like to
time with
have
me.
it just because of how close we are.
Well, I know you spent enough time with him already, so I just, I know you
I
know
just
he's,
ignore them sometimes.
well, you know he's a good,
If I don't want to be bothered, I just walk away and ignore them.
well, you know he's a good guy, though.
Grams even does it too.
Why? Why do they walk?
It's just something we do up here. It's
But
like
well,
he's not a problem. We just we have fun.
you guys are, let's see, the thing, I would think he'd walk away because I know we're all chatterboxes and he's not. So I would think he'd be the one walking away.
Oh yes, he's a chatterbox. You'll find out.
But he wasn't here. But
No, but there was a lot of reason behind it. Up here, oh my goodness. Like I said, Grams and I will take a walk.
so he's not. I thought by now he'd walk away from me because I talk so much. But I guess he does the same thing. I don't know.
You guys were together forever. Why make it change? Nope. He liked listening to you. Who doesn't like listening to you?
I just always thought he would be the type that we were, where we would sit up all night and we could talk about anything. And because he always seemed so, like I barely know a lot about him because he was so guarded. And
Well,
I
we
thought
all
he was
tell
just like,
stories up here, so when it is your time, you'll be included in the stories.
God. Okay.
But April made a comment in regards to writing things down. I think you should do that. Write your story.
Well,
When
the only thing I do is I keep I tell every day how I'm feeling to my one friend since I felt like the real like decline a couple weeks ago. Just because I would think because Michelle is the right, I would think she'd write something about it because it's unusual and this kind of thing. that People aren't usually alive to record their body dying in a way that mine is.
that is true. But then there are the people that have people do it for them. Like look at I think his name is Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, you could the
And
perfect.
yeah, he keeps a journal.
Well, that's why
This
I'm
will help
keeping it.
other people.
Well, that's why I told her to send everything to Michelle because she's written books and I would think she'd write something about it. But then somebody told me that my autopsy is going to be so weird, I guess, in the way I died that they'll write a medical thing about it because of whatever is wrong with my heart or whatever. Something weird.
It's going to be a lot of things to make the story a story from beginning to end. A story is a story. You have different chapters for every part of your life, and that's just going to be a chapter.
Do you think this is a genetic heart thing
I
that
don't know. I really don't know.
and you really don't know when I'm supposed to leave?
No, the only one that knows is the one creator.
You don't even have like you don't even get
I
a
didn't.
sense of how close it could be.
No, they don't tell us nothing. It is what it is. It is, and it's when it is. It's no one knows. You're born with an end date, and it happens.
But you have been around me since August, so you kind of knew kind of I was like on a decline, right? Or you sensed it.
Yeah, but then you know things change, and get a little better, and then you get worse, and
Yeah.
it's stages. It's just stages. And I don't know what stage you're in or how many you have to go through, but it's stages just of life in general.
I feel like I feel like I'm probably close to the end, just on my own feeling, because
Well,
'cause my
then
heart.
you'll be seeing me sooner than you think.
I think
But
so, but I don't know.
but if not, we're still going to be up here and help keep that thing at bay because it's not going to get close. It's not going to get close enough to do any damage like the other one. Not at all.
I hope not, because it's
Nope.
certain to do it.
You just remind us, say, hey, I feel this today. Do something, Mom and Grams, and
Well, it's
we'll
just
we'll
that the other thing felt like an actual man. This is more feelings, but it's the same feeling. But it's so strong that it happens a lot. I know when I'm sleeping that even though it is just the feelings are the same, it's starting to like be painful, like if it were an actual.
yeah. Do you listen to anything as you're sleeping? Subconscious or subliminal tones or something to get your mind away from that.
Um, I usually just play like a movie that is comforting to me to fall asleep. I
Okay. But you should have it on continuous play, something that will keep your subconscious paying attention to that instead of um like wandering
I,
or
I honest,
thinking.
I honestly don't know. Most of the time, I don't know what's happening when I'm sleeping. I know I talk in my sleep, but I'm not aware of
Right.
what I'm
But
talking about.
if this thing shows itself when in your subconscious, or that you may think about it in your subconscious and then you feel it later on that day, have
Oh,
something that keeps your mind active while your subconscious um listening to. So that way it's going to say, like if you watch the news, and it will keep repeating the same thing all night long. That way your brain won't go wandering to that feeling because it's already occupied.
I try I try, but it's
You
weird. It's
haven't
like I enter a
you
weird
haven't
state of
yeah, find
mind,
the right tone. The right tone.
and I don't really dream a lot anymore. It's more whatever's happening. I know I talk in my sleep, but I'm not sure what it is that I'm talking about or how, what even I'm thinking about to be talking about it because I have no idea. It's just probably replaying things I've worried
You
about
just
during the
recently
day.
watched as you went to sleep. That's
Or
why I
just,
say
yeah,
write it down, whatever you're watching, so that way, um, if especially if it's been something you've already seen before, you know what it is, so you could probably dissect it through your subconscious
yeah.
and keep your brain active that way.
Are you,
Do you understand? I know it's
yeah,
confusing.
um, uh, when, are you, like, if you're in love with somebody up there, is there a thing where you can feel like you're romantically like married to them, sort of?
When you feel love up here, it's in the purest of forms of how you care for people, the love that overflows with joy. And so if you're thinking in regards to relationship wise,
Hmm.
it's not that kind of love, but it's still love, deep love that you feel. It's just not what you're thinking.
But like if you are uh, uh, like everyone's love for each other is not the same. Like so if there
Right,
was if it is a
right.
romantic type of love, you will feel that.
Yes, it will feel different, but it's not on what the way you feel on Earth. It's
Oh, I know.
different up here, but
It's just
in the
the
same
fact,
concept, yes.
but it's just like if Marvin and I want to be together exclusive, like alone, like a couple,
Well,
that we could be
dear, how
together.
do you expect to be alone when you've got all these people, these spirits
Well,
up here?
no, I know what I know that, but you know what I mean. Like
I know
we
what you
could
mean. That's why
we
I was giving you, it's like,
we
come on now, get
but
reality here.
we could go and essentially be alone and explore the world just with me and him, right? Like a
I
thing.
don't know because I've not done that. That's
I
not my
can't,
purpose up here.
but I mean, grandma and grandpa do that, right? I mean,
They're with each other, but it's not where you can, you're gonna go traveling or something like that. No, it's like you're joined at the hip and you're still together, but it's different. I
but
can't explain it.
you don't always have to be around other people. I mean, you can be alone
Right.
together.
I mean, because yeah, I mean, you're not
Okay.
gonna be um spirit up your ass here and up no.
I just that's the whole idea is I just wanted to feel like the romantic. I wanted to feel, even though I know it's not the same. I just want the romantic things that we didn't
You'll
get
be
here.
surprised on what you feel when you come up here.
Okay.
Okay. So stop trying to analyze
Yeah.
it
Well, it's
and
just that
just
it's just also
it's
it's just
gonna be it's gonna be something that you're just gonna be mouth dropping like serious. This is wow. That's what you're gonna feel.
but I mean will I be able to like feel like I'm hugging him? Uh, it,
No,
I don't
because
know.
you're using arms. We're just spirits.
Like,
We don't have the
but
it's
like
through
feeling, I
the
know,
yeah,
but
the between
but
the
it'll
brain and the heart and
but
your
it'll
whole
feel like
soul.
it'll feel like a hug in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
that's
know,
what I
it's gonna give you warm and tingly. How's that?
like the way that I feel him now. Like when I can feel him hugging me, sort of
Yeah, but a
now.
little bit more um oomph in it.
And you don't feel temperature, right? Like
No,
um. So I know he makes me feel cold, but I when you're up there, you don't feel cold or hot
no,
or
no.
and there's a way to that's the other thing. There's a way to
See,
breathe
what
up.
we have to do is we have to use energy and electricity and all the things on Earth so that way you can be able to acknowledge or feel something that we're there. So we utilize everything.
Okay, and there's like a way to breathe where you don't feel like you're gasping for air. I mean,
You don't even have to worry about that because you're not breathing. You ju-
uh,
just look at it like smoke
okay.
because it has no feelings, but it's there. It goes where it wants to, but you can't
Um,
feel it.
when I was talking to you last year, or I was thought I was talking to you with the pendulum thing, was I ever talking to you?
Your head got in the way of it
Okay.
with the overthinking, over analyzing.
Um,
But I
when
don't
I
think you need to mess with it just
no,
because um
do you have
you
any
acquaint it with bad stuff.
do you have any idea of how this thing entered my eh, space?
All I get is vulnerability.
You
That's it.
think it had
That's
anything?
you were vulnerable at the situation. Something had come up. I don't remember.
Do you think it might have had something to do with that one girl convincing me something was that it was supposed to be Marvin?
You know, if things are planted in the head the right way with you, I can see that.
Yeah, I kind of think she like did some kind of curse thing because I can't. There's no way I could. I can't
No,
physically
but
make that.
you analyze it and you think about it and you sometimes you just can't do that with stuff like that because when you do that you're leaving yourself open.
Yeah, but I still think she
She probably had something to do with it, yes.
because she was high when she'd be claiming to channel. And you draw on a lot of things if you have any ability, like a medium ability
Oh
in the
yeah,
house.
you should not practice spirituality that way.
That's
No.
why I think it was kind of drawn to my aura. You know what I mean? And it just found a way in. But there's no way
Yes.
I just conjured it from my own being because I
No,
can't.
it found its way with a little bit of help.
That's what I thought. And I don't think, like I said, some of the things she said
She also
resonate.
lit a candle.
Yeah, I'm sure I think she practices witchcraft because she told me her grandmother does.
Okay. No, she's
I,
practicing the wrong kind.
and I think she did it because I honestly think she's jealous that I found true love because she kept saying she wanted to steal Marvin from me. And I can't think of any other reason why she would do that to me other than
A
being jealous.
soulmate is a soulmate. You can't steal those away.
Yeah, but just the fact that I was best friends with her for 3 years and she would do that to me knowing that like people think I've had a perfect, happy life. And she knew all the bad things that happened and that he was the only good thing. And it's just the fact that she tried to ruin that for me too by creating something that would hurt me this bad. That's
Yeah,
what,
there are evil people
well, that's why,
and greedy and deceitful and
well,
let's
like, how am I supposed to? That's why I stopped. I can't trust anybody anymore
just
because
go
I've
with
had,
your gut. It's all you have to rely on.
and I
And
think
if you don't like someone, so what? You
it
don't
was a
have to.
mistake. It was a mistake to tell people that I'm gonna die because now they all
Eh,
either think I'm depressed or they don't believe me or they think I'm, like I said, dad's wife thinks I'm hurting him
just
because
don't mention it anymore, and you know the facts, and
I
that's all that
know.
matters.
I mean, like I said, I lost my therapist because she labels me as depressed and doesn't believe me at all that I'm dying, even though I told her I feel like it's the last appointment I had in person was in January. I told her I felt like I didn't have much time and I'm forever going to be labeled as depressed to her. That's it. So I just
Because
stopped.
she's never experienced this. So,
No,
what does she do? She goes back to what she knows.
but as a therapist, you're supposed to be list, you're not supposed to just label someone for and like everything that comes up in their future. You're not supposed to
But if
do
that's all
that.
she knows and so she was taught, she doesn't see anything different. Just like people in church and they believe a certain way and
Well,
it doesn't change.
it's just also because people just don't understand how someone my age could go. But I'm like, babies and kids die with heart conditions, and the age thing is not a thing. Like,
Mhm.
and your brother thinks he keeps saying that my heart is not as bad as his, and I'm gonna be 90. You know what I mean? People don't get, or like the people that tell me, oh, my doctor told me I was going to die 20 years ago and I'm still here. It's just like they're not really listening to me, or obviously they're not in my body, so they don't know.
Right.
That's the thing.
It's what they were taught and how they were taught and things come up and that's why some people have a disease that 1 in 5 million people, you know, because they don't know.
Well, see, I'm glad I had
So,
the scan because the scan said that the thing I have with the heart, the left side thing, only 5 to 7% of the whole population have it. So it's not something everyone has. And I think that is what is going to end up killing me is this thing in the back of my heart where it just stops.
yeah, don't know how it's going to be. Sorry, I can't tell you.
Also, when I like the movie thing, like if there are upcoming movies or music, are there ways to listen to stuff and see stuff still, or is that just not a thing up there?
It's not a thing up here.
Damn it! So I'm never gonna see any
But
movies.
it's in your heart. You don't have to physically see it with your eyes.
Well,
You see it through your heart.
but like if I visited somebody down here that was in a movie, I could be there watching it, right? Essentially.
Well, that's different, but it's still
I
not through eyes.
but and like all the times that I like turn on a movie and I say, "Oh, this is um I call your name and I say this is like an Elvis thing or something." You don't actually come here and sit here and watch it with me, do you?
I sit with you sometimes, not necessarily, the movies, but when
Okay.
you're in need emotionally, I feel you. Now I'm coming.
But that's basically what you do though, is the 100% are mostly messing with my hair, right?
You caught me.
Well,
But that's just because that's what I've always done.
no, but the thing is, I never asked anyone what you did. I just knew it was you because just remembering that I used to do that,
Mhm.
it only went on
And
car
that's
ride.
how I knew you would know it was me.
Yeah. The only one I didn't know was Grandma because I thought Marvin maybe had decided to hold both of my hands, not just the one. But then I'm like, no, somebody else is holding the left hand.
She used to hold your hand very much so when you were really little. And she would have to put a grip on your hand because you would tug yourself away.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Oh, and
Yeah,
that's why I said you were about two, maybe
yeah.
three. Yeah.
But I knew, like I said, I knew it was someone else because he clearly says he only holds my right hand and he hugs me or lays behind me. That hasn't said he does anything else. So I'm just, if it is anything else, it's got to be somebody else. That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
And it's just real. It took me a long time to figure out why he was holding my right hand. But I realized he, it's really, he's romantic. He thinks like that's where I would stand when we were married. Like,
Well, I'm gonna have to. She's getting very
I,
tired in here.
okay,
So, but just pay
please,
attention. We are watching and we will help you.
please take care of him and grandma, and mostly
We're all
him.
up here to take care of you too.
But I worry about him so much.
He's okay.
I,
You worry about you,
I just want to
and
get
we've
to
got
him.
you from up here.
I just want to get to him. I miss him. And I don't want you to think I don't miss you too, because I do. But it's just I
Oh, it's
waited.
different. I know that feeling.
I waited 27 years for that man.
I know. You can wait a little bit longer
Is he the one
because
that?
it's gonna be forever after that. So it's okay.
Is he the one taking me though?
I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea who's gonna be waiting. I know I'll be waiting, but I don't know where I'll be. If
Tell
I'm
him.
going or I don't know.
Tell him I love him. And give him a hug if you can or something.
I will give him a spiritual hug.
Ah, I just worry about him a lot.
He's perfectly fine. He worries about you. You're supposed to be
I
taking
know,
care of you.
I know, but I can't help it because I know how much he's been through, so I
I
worry.
know, but that's what he's been through when he was on Earth. He doesn't feel that way anymore. We don't have those
No,
feelings.
I know, but I wanted to just hold him for 27 years.
I know.
I I don't want to let him go, and I don't want to be separated again.
You have to let him go so that way he can be able to do what he needs to do, but he will be always with you.
But when we're up there, we'll always be together, right?
Yeah, if that's what's the plans are, then that's what the plans are. But he has other duties up here,
I know.
just like me and Grams. We have other duties, but
Uh,
we've got like a permanent rearview mirror. So if we ever have to step away, we know what's going on.
I just
All
always
three
thought
of us.
we could just do everything together. I don't know.
Well, you'll when you get up here, you'll understand. And then
Yeah.
it'll be, well, shit, didn't they tell me the right way? But, you know, no one knows.
No, you guys keep
No,
it a mystery up there for sure.
it's not me, it's the divine.
They don't want you to know a lot of stuff, I guess.
No, because then it would be stopped or changed or in you have purpose, what your purpose is, what when your time is up and the way it happens and so forth. Yeah, that's a
Well,
cycle.
I love all of you, and I hope I get to be alone with him when I get there, like for a while, like a day. I don't know. Just,
Well, a day on there is like a million years up here.
well, you know what
So
I mean.
yeah,
I,
I'm just letting you know it's different. There's no time,
well, I mean,
and
I know,
it's forever.
I know you get some time with your family right when you pass. That's what I'm saying. Is I just want some time where I'm
Yep, it
exclusively
happens
alone with.
just before
Yeah,
time. Yep.
I just want a little bit of time where we're just by ourselves. That's all. And then I can see everyone else.
Well, just continue with that wishful thinking. I'm not going to burst your bubble no more.
Oh God, I'm not gonna be alone with him.
You will be just in a different way. That's all I want to say. Just learn to accept a different way of showing love. That's all.
Well, okay.
Okay. All right, dear.
I love
Remember,
you.
just call us when you need us. We're always around. And I
Yeah,
love you too.
I know that's why you two aren't as around as much because you know he's protecting me. And I really
Yes.
only need him most of the time anyway.
Well, we are all around.
Okay.
Okay. I love you, baby.
I love you.
All right. I will
I'm
watch over you.
surprised you're not calling me Reba because that was your name. Your name.
No.
Never got it. Why?
Defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
all right, babe. I love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I got a stiff neck. Oh, was my head down the whole time?
I, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, that's like I'm just waking up. I swear to God, that's what it feels like.
Yeah, she's funny. I don't know.
How did it go? How do you feel it went? Is
Uh,
important.
I think it went okay. I mean, they tried to they said my grandmother and her are working on getting rid of this thing, which they more think this thing it's not the same as the one last year, but it's like a leech type thing.
Okay.
But they
So was
know.
Heidi right that you needed to talk to mom?
Um, I I guess
Or
so.
you'll need to, yeah, I think you're gonna need to watch the video back.
I just I guess just because I know that they'll take care of it and that they're mainly just because I haven't talked to her and well, I never talked
Have
to her. This
have faith is what I'm being told.
but
Oh,
it's just that we're a lot alike, and so she's trying to tell me not to overthink so much, and I'm like, it's just very hard not to. Just
Um, there's two decks that I'm gonna pull for you, and this one actually is not something I'm gonna pull because it's right on top. It says
I
small cottage, simple
oh,
living, safe haven, release material things, and clear your space.
hmm.
This is what was for you. I don't know why, but here we go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, probably because for years like I said, I've tried to declutter my house because I wanted to get rid of a lot of stuff, and I just was never like well enough to fully do it, and so it bothers me. But
Do
I don't
you
know.
do you remember what I said, what I called you earlier?
Um,
That's the
an
second
owl.
card. Night owl. Psychic at night, staying up late, working odd hours, best to sleep on it. You're
I
a night owl.
I kind yeah, I kind of always a lot of this. I don't know what it is. It's just
You prefer to
you
be
know,
up at night.
you get in the habit of being up at night, and then how do you break it? And where you sleep during the day and then just continue. You know what I mean? It's hard to
Mhm.
break that.
I like nights because I'm left alone. It's like no one calls. Yeah, I like
Well,
the
it's
nighttime.
I used to watch a lot of this late night streaming. I used to watch that speed dating guy all the time at night, um, and it seemed like every time once the sun started rising is when I went to sleep.
Okay, this is the card that was literally flipped over. It's called the Broken Healer. What past wounds have given you wisdom, and how can you use them to help yourself or others?
I don't know.
That's something you,
I,
for closure. I'm getting for closure. I don't
I've
know what it means.
like I said, I've as much as what happened to me and the people that did it, I've told as many people as I could, or I talked about it as much as I could, and
That's healing from that.
I
And
always
you know what?
wondered.
It doesn't matter what other people say because you know the truth.
Well, the thing is, the more the thing is, I know it was not my place to say anything about who did that to my mother, but I did, and she's not mad about it. But it's just obviously her kids or the guy's kids, uh, and
Right?
they don't believe they think he's an angel or something, and I don't regret saying that he did that though, because she never got to because her mother told her not to say anything either. And that's what
Which
I was,
makes sense.
but
Uh,
I'm not as upset about it about her because she had had her mother say the same thing. It's just I'm more with my dad because he never liked his family, and then he kept telling me he was trying to protect the peace in his family, and like he to this day he's letting his sister think I lied that my cousin Joe did anything. And it's just also all the times that I would call and get in arguments with him, his wife has no idea why. Because I never intended to tell her what happened
right.
with her. So I figured it would, like, I have no idea why I'm protecting him. It's just the fact that I got to spend a lot of time with my dad when I was a kid, and he has that time now, and I'm letting it be.
Yeah.
So I'd rather her be mad at me for having and had no I don't she had no idea why, but I rather that than anything else, I guess. Especially since I don't have to see her anymore anyway.
Right. I'm going
It's
to
just
show you my magic tree in my backyard. I'm serious. Oh, I'm gonna turn this. Hopefully you can see. This is a deer, and this is actually a dogwood tree. And right here, this branch lights up, and there's an orb.
Oh, okay.
And this is pitch black in my backyard.
Hmm.
But this tree branch lights up
Oh, so
only
that's
at the elbow.
not like a flash.
No, because it's infrared camera.
Oh,
These are these are um what are they called? Um Hunting cameras, whatever.
well,
Um
that I like that. Train did a song like about their
that's it.
fans. It's called Underneath
There
the
it is
Dog.
when it's not lit.
Oh,
Yeah. My husband noticed it one day. And it's like, so, and I do have fairies and dwarfs.
do you see them?
I saw the dwarf, yes. I've not seen the fairy, but there's a picture of my husband. He had just walked the dogs in the back of the property and brought them up and went back out by the tree to throw corn down for the deer. At that moment, it showed up on the camera, leaves blowing around.
Hmm.
And then he turned a different directions and more leaves went and blew over him. I've been trying to find that one picture, but I can't because I'm going through daily pictures. Um,
Well,
but
I had like 50,000 pictures on my phone. I got it down to maybe a little under 30,000.
oh my. Okay, I will show you what I see as I don't know. That's what I see, but okay. Let me get my pencil. This is the head, and he's standing on the branch. Is the body.
Oh, okay.
That's what I see. And come on, shrink it down. You can see it better as it's shorter. See it?
But at certain times of the day, my eyes get so blurry that I'd probably have to just zoom in or
Yeah, and he's on that tree. Oh, wait a minute. Oh gosh. Go away. All right, this one's a better picture. Wait, if I can do. Let's see if I can do it. Oh, I thought it was better. There's a round head, and then his arm. Probably not. I'm just imagining it, but
I mean, I could, like I said, I can go back and when I watch this, I can zoom in. Like
yeah.
I said, my eyesight gets so bad sometimes that I take pictures of something, like pill bottles especially, and I take a picture and then I have to zoom in to read what it says because it gets blurry at certain times of the day where I can't see it
Okay,
anymore.
I'm gonna put this. God bless it, April. I
God, you
touched
must
the
have taken a
screen.
million pictures of your backyard.
They get taken all night long. All right, I'm gonna
Oh, they're
spring.
automatic.
Yeah, if there's wind blowing or something, it'll trigger it to go off. So
Oh,
I put
it's
that
like
up
a
there so
ring.
you
It's
can.
like a ring camera. That's
Yeah,
we used to have that. Yeah.
and one of the girls read me the last week and said that they saw a wolf around me, and I said, "Are you sure a wolf?" And the other um person said, "Look at the feet. It's small feet." I have
Oh,
a coyote.
we get coyotes here out in the middle of the street and in the city. Weird.
Yeah,
That we never had before. They
yeah,
came
they
from somewhere. They don't
They've
leave.
been packing themselves around here, but we live in the boonies. But
It's
yeah,
weird because like we're in like, the city and you'll hear them howling on like the hill across the street and for a
yeah,
while I didn't know if it was a wolf or a coyote, but I'm like it has to be they're coyotes, I think.
yeah.
Um,
Because wolves are too bigger than coyotes, but yeah, we have coyotes.
I'll have to send you. I have like a video of two or one or two coyotes just milling outside in the front of the house. It's weird.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Well, it's just weird because you don't ever expect to see them in the city, like a city,
Right. Yep.
And they've
It's like
started.
bobcats in California. You don't see them
But
around, but they've been around.
it's just like how when they shut everything down 5 years ago and nobody was
Yeah.
downtown, all you would see was these coyotes running the streets, I mean, but they've been around longer than that around here.
Well, if you don't do much on TikTok anymore, but go on and do black bears in Gatlinburg. There's a lot of people who have taken pictures with them running through the street around people, and people are stupid to attempt to pet them
Why would they? No, that's when you
because
get.
they're stupid. I call them Turons because they're tourist and morons.
Yeah. Well, that's how people that, like are on hikes or whatever and they try to do that stuff and they
Yeah,
get killed or eaten.
yeah. They're morons.
Or, the ones
But
that like have to take, like want to sit on these ledges on, trying to get a picture and they fall and
yeah,
that's,
no,
I
I
don't,
don't go near ledges. I'd stay away from the corners. I don't like heights at all.
I don't either. But I don't, like I said, weird thing about me is I don't like heights, but
Mhm,
like every once in a while I will try to conquer that by doing something that is like I in New York I
mhm.
could myself. I went up to the top of the Empire State Building, which I never would do, but I was just like
It was
I
what
would
I did in Gatlinburg for New Year's. I went up the Space Needle and
oh
um yeah, I did not like that.
well like when when my family and I went to Egypt when I was in like when I was 13. I tried to
Mm,
get on a camel with like my dad and my brother, and it growled at me, so I didn't. And then like
yeah.
when we went to China and we got to the top of the Great Wall, we turned the corner and there's a camel sitting up there. Don't ask me how or why, but it was just like if this is not a sign to do it, so
That's true. See, you
it
listen to your intuition.
took me 15 minutes to decide to do it because I had the ones in Egypt
Paddled yourself.
the ones in Egypt were sitting, so I could sit on it and then it would stand up. This one was already standing up, so I had to climb up a
Oh,
ladder,
yeah.
and I'm short, so I had to like throw myself up there. And then, like as soon as I sat on it, it started walking towards the edge, like it was gonna take us off.
Gosh. Yeah,
Um,
no, no, sorry.
but I mean,
Um,
I do that sometimes if I'm afraid of something, just to prove that I can still do it,
mhm.
but not that often.
I know that feeling. I do that at my age.
But is it the same thing? Because when I was a kid, I wasn't scared of heights. I would go on our roof. I went to the top of the Empire State Building. I did a bunch of stuff with heights, and then like you get older, and I got scared of it.
After I had my kids, as I didn't like going on roller coasters anymore because what if something happened to me? Who's going to take care of my kids? But
Yeah.
I've always had a problem if you're on say, the interstate and you're going on an overpass. If I get stuck in traffic where I'm on that overpass, I feel that thing going bouncing. I have a panic attack to this day
Ugh.
because I cannot, after being through earthquakes and the interstate collapsing that it did. Get me off, get me off, get me off.
But you should never watch that Final Destination one where the
Oh well, I can watch that. That doesn't bother me, but it Yeah, living through that earthquake was
Are
not
you talking
something.
about the collapse with the workers that got killed or the bridge
The
just
bridges
fell?
collapsed in California at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, this was like a bridge somewhere else, like what, Ohio or some other state where it just, I don't know really what happened. Like oh, the boat went through it
Oh,
and it ended up collapsing.
yeah, no one, things, yeah. It's when it's your time, but I don't want to know it. I want to just go.
Like I said, even though they tell me they don't know, I still have this weird thing that they do and they just are not able to tell you.
I, I have not, all I've been told is no, they don't, we don't know our dates, our
Like
death
I said,
dates.
and they're keeping like I realize they have to keep things a mystery up there. Like, I know that, but like I'm just trying to act like I asked like a basic question though, and they're like, believe me, you'll find it'll be much better than you're think. Because like I said, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with the fact that I just want to be able to feel like I'm holding somebody, even though I know you can't physically do it. But you know what
Uh,
I mean?
I mean, I
It's just
get it. I
I don't
mean,
know.
when you don't have them around and you want them around and you want, I get it. I
Well, it's
get
just
it.
that's the main thing I tried to do with him for.
Before he left, yes, and now you have to wait till the afterlife, and then for the afterlife to tell you that you can't touch each other. Yeah,
Well,
that would
yeah,
kind of piss me off too.
they tell you no, they tell you that they're like a hologram, and so it feels like if you tried to put your hand toward them, that you would go through them or something, or like
Yeah,
if you
because
tried to,
it's just a space.
or if you tried to like kiss them, say that it would be like your static electricity. I'm trying to understand the concept of.
I have no clue.
I mean, I kind of do because, like I said, when he lays here at night, I could
Right.
feel like the feeling, the love, the kind of like he's holding me, but he's not. So I'm thinking that's how it is.
I mean,
You know?
if the spirits that come back in anger,
Hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I have mixed views on that. I really do. Because I feel that they can touch you. They have to use they have to use energy, electricity, energy, whatever, to be able to morph into even a silhouette. So I don't see, I don't know. I got mixed emotions on that.
Yeah, it's just but that's like I said, I guess me asking that somehow translated in his mind as me being um upset that I was going to pass without ever having experienced physical whatever. And that's like he knows how
All
much
I
I
can
try.
say, Miranda, is if you pass before me, you come back and tell me.
I'm probably not supposed to tell you. That's the thing. Maybe I'm
Oh, well,
blocked from.
I'm supposed, okay, just will it into my psyche.
But it's almost like they're. It's not that they're holding it back from you. It's that they're like being blocked from trying to tell you, even if they wanted to.
Yeah, that
That
makes sense.
But I do know they definitely know when you're going because the thing is, I've had my cousin read somebody and whoever she was reading, she said, well, your grandmother's trying to tell you this or whatever, and the lady's like, well, my grandmother didn't pass yet. Like she was like, I guess on her death. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
some weird.
Well, I got a message a couple months ago that Spirit told me that I was going to be doing this till I'm 85.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Shit.
Well, no, but the thing is, I really do think that if they enter somebody that's still here that they visit, I do think they have like an immediate sense of when they're going, even though I know they say they don't, but I still think they do.
I do too. I do
I just
too.
It's just not
But
allowed to.
I'm, I'm still learning the spiritual. I'll never stop learning. I was
Well, it's
told
just
today I'm shedding my skin.
it's just like I said, the last 2 days I felt more of a presence of all of them around me, and so I just feel like sometimes when I feel that more, that means it could be sooner.
You know why? Next
No.
Sunday is Easter Sunday.
Well, yeah.
Did you do a lot of things for Easter?
Uh, well, I mean, when my grandmother was alive, we used to have always like she'd have the whole family over for all holidays, but
Or did you do a lot of things on Fool's Day?
oh, what do you mean?
April
Oh,
Fool's Day. I was just told April Fool's Day and Easter.
no.
Okay.
You know what it is? You know what it is my mom's birthday is Friday.
Ah, okay. That explains it.
And mine is like what, 2 weeks later? So
When's your
uh,
birthday?
the 13th of April. I know yours is in April too, but that's
The
why I,
5th. The 5th.
yeah.
So your mother, you, and I are all Aries.
Well, the thing
Good
is,
Lord.
I know, like, even though my parents, I never physically asked them, and they probably would deny it, I know they planned their kids to be born around their birthdays because my brother is 4 days from my dad. I must have been late because like I said, I'm like what, 2 weeks away from my mother. There's just no way that randomly could have happened. I think they planned to have
Well,
their kids.
if you want to look at it that way, my son was born the day after my mother's birthday.
Hmm.
My grandson, an only grandson, was born the day after my birthday.
Yeah.
So my mother's grandson and my grandson.
Do you, do you think that was planned, or do you think it was just like a coincidence thing?
I think it was planned in regards to because my mother was closer to my son than my brother's kids.
Hmm.
I'm closer to my grandson because he's my only grandson.
Well, you know what the weird thing? I found this note from my mom.
And my grandson is my son's son.
Well,
Shit.
I found this note from my mother that she wrote around Christmas, uh, saying, I guess to tell my dad she was pregnant, that they were going to have a baby in July. But she thought at the time she was going to have a girl because she had already lost a baby, which was a boy. So she assumed the next one would be a girl. And then, like I said, it ended up being my brother that was the 4 days away from my dad. And then I never would be here if my older brother survived. I wouldn't be here because my
They would
mom
have had to. Yeah.
she only planned on having 2 kids. She didn't want to have three, even if it meant maybe the third would be a girl, which she always wanted, because her sister did the same thing. Her sister had 3 kids because she always wanted a daughter, and she ended up having 3 boys. And it's not that my mom would have thought that would have happened too. It's just that my mom knew her capacity and
Right.
didn't want to.
Yeah. She knew
She
her
didn't.
own body. It's like my daughter wanted a son. She's got
Yeah.
3 girls.
Yeah, but my mom did always want a girl, so I mean, I guess even though it happened that she lost it was bad. She did end up with one, but it's just the whole idea that I wouldn't be here if my brother had survived, you know?
That's true. You never know.
That's what I didn't ask. That's what I should have asked is, uh,
All
like I
right, we'll
said,
catch it on the next one.
I thought I was asking a while back what my brother's name was that survived or that didn't survive. And
Jacob.
like I said, I got the name Luke. I don't know if that's true, but the thing is, and then like whoever I was talking to said that God named the child, that my mom didn't have to wait till she got there to make up a name. But I guess that if you pass as a baby, that you grow up. Um, so I got that he's the age he would be here now, which is
It
two
depends
years.
on them, what they want, what their purpose is supposed to be.
Well, the thing is, if that's true that you do age, if you pass as a baby and you do age on the other side, at
You
what
don't
point do you
age though.
stop? If it's like, at what point do you stop aging? You know? Um,
Um,
but
this
yeah, I don't.
messages that come through is your spirits that have passed as youngins. They come back in a different form to be able to relay messages to who they need to.
Well,
That's it.
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's like I said, I'm better with writing, so I should have asked because that's what was bugging me. I don't really know if his name was Luke or not. I was just curious what his name was. I'm sure he has a name. It's just I don't know.
What
Or
was your
or
father's name? Because she's saying a junior.
his
Or
name was Gerald. They call him Jerry.
what's a middle name?
Joseph.
Okay.
I
Because
think
I was going to say a junior or what, last name.
his name it was Gerald Joseph Ignatius Catherine.
Okay.
And I don't know who named him. I don't know how he picked the confirmation name Ignatius, but because of that, he was obsessed with me getting into St. Ignatius High School here, and there was a lot of pressure. And I initially did not make it. I was like 2 points off of their uh, percentage they wanted. The only reason I got in is because my uncle worked there as a painter and knew the chancellor or whatever, and they got me on a wait list and somehow passed me. I never did good on testing. I did well in the classes, and I guess basically were giving me a chance because they thought, well, maybe she'll bomb, you know. But
I
I
passed
just
school with C's and D's, just enough to get out of there because I couldn't stand school.
well,
I hated school.
I always did horrible on those testing
Yeah.
or standardized testing, but I did fine in the class. I don't know why, but he was like I said, it was a lot of pressure to get in and then
Yeah.
just to stay in there and not because it that school was a college preparatory school, so it was
Hmm.
very
Yeah.
difficult.
Well,
I
dear,
did
it's 9 o'clock.
okay.
We've been on for 2.5 hours,
Okay, dear.
which is fine because it's something that we need to say. But my husband's going to bed and I got to go tell him good night. I've done it for 40 years. I got to continue. Um,
Okay.
but go ahead and start uh, the journaling of when you feel the things. And
Yeah, she told me. My mom told me. She said, uh, listen to what April said about journal. The thing is, I journal. I write to that my friend every day about how I'm feeling physically,
yeah, but
and
this is specific moments when the
okay.
coincidence hits you. These specific moments when you have a feeling, what were you doing just before it? It's going to help you keep more aware of things around you to be able to stop things before it happens.
Okay. And then then she was like, listen to, I told her I fall asleep usually listening to a movie that I is comforting, but
Hmm.
I can't keep my old TV used to play the TV all night. This one shuts off at its own. But she's like, I should have always have something playing to kind of, she thinks that would stop
Um,
conscious or something.
well, YouTube has a lot of things that are stay on for it's like an 8 hour recording and it's just talking of whatever. Look into something on that you find interesting that, you know.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't remember, haven't dreamed a lot lately, and like I know I talk in my sleep, but I don't know what I'm talking about or what it's referring to or anything, but I just know I do it. I think it's because I think it's just me replaying conversations I had during the day or arguments with myself or spirits or something, and I'm just
Yeah, something is stirring up a conversation in you.
yeah.
And it could be a deja vu that hasn't happened yet, which makes sense also. But yeah,
It's
just
it's just
little
it's
things.
stupid arguments. Like I said, like I was upset for days about the whole idea that they thought I was manifesting the whole thing myself and that I was psychotic. And I got in my head about it so much that I could not get it out.
We're all psychotic. We just have to deal with it.
So I just have a real problem with people thinking that I'm not
Oh,
that, but just lying. The fact that because if you know me at all, you know I cannot lie. That's the thing.
yeah. That's
That's
it's
why
the same with me.
that's
So
what annoys me. I can't stand people thinking I'm lying, whether it be here or there or
it's not
anywhere.
in our blood to do that. We're truthful, authentic, and people don't know how to deal with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So just say, okay, you believe what you want, but I know what I am.
Well, that's the thing. I wish I had more of that attitude, but see, everything bothers me. It goes right to my
You have
heart.
to remember, I've got a lot more years on you to, so
Well,
yeah,
it all goes either to my heart or it goes to my stomach, and I can't.
yes, I know it goes
I
to mine too.
I worry too much about what people think, and I know I'm trying not to, but it's hard not to.
It's very hard. I'm the same way, dear. I talk the talk, but I don't walk the walk. Okay.
I don't want my legacy. I don't care what, like I said, I don't know why I'm so concerned about my legacy just being that I'm a good, decent person. That's all I wanted. And I don't want people to like think, oh, she was a
No,
liar.
people know better, and the ones that know will make sure that the other ones know. So don't worry about it.
I I hope so. Because like I said, everything that's happened in the last year, obviously, if you can't see or hear it, the people here think you're nuts, and they're not gonna knock off that label. And I
My
just don't want
son
to be.
thinks I'm nuts with what I do.
Yeah, but I think, like I said, the not that so much. It's just more. I just don't want anyone to just label me as a liar. That I can't do it. Eh,
Yeah, you won't. I promise. So, all right, this will take quite several hours to convert over. So I will email it to you tomorrow.
okay, and the other one didn't come through, so
It didn't? Okay, I'll send that one too.
okay. Thank
All
you
right,
so
dear. You're very welcome. Anytime. You know I'm here for you. Okay.
much. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. Get out of there. There we go.